Folks, I'm not going to lie to you. I've been staring at this comment for the better part of 3.5 minutes, just in disbelief, just in stunned disbelief. I've taken a hit off of this over here like 4 times trying to determine if this guy's punking us or if he actually believes this shit. It's not helping me decipher this. I mean, it's helping me in other ways, as it tends to do. 1 minute. But it's not helping me decipher this comment at all. So, or not decipher, but decipher whether or not this person is punking us. The comment is what the comment is. It's insanity. So let's look at the comment together and ask a few questions. Trump fulfilled all of his campaign promises as number 45. Can't wait for him to fulfill all that he has promised as number 47. Now, I've been trying to determine if this guy's punking or not because A, he doesn't have any content of his own, and B, he often leaves troll comments in the comment section. So I'm tending to lean towards he actually believes this shit. So let's ask a few questions. Where is the infrastructure bill that he promised us? He promised an infrastructure bill the first time around. He promised an infrastructure bill over and over and over again. As a matter of fact, he promised it so much that it became a running joke. 2 weeks, we're going to get the infrastructure bill. Where's that bill? Failed promise. He promised a health care plan. Remember that? The Republicans ran and Trump ran on a platform of repeal and replace in regard to Obamacare. We're going to repeal Obamacare and we're going to replace it with a health care plan that's going to be infinitely better. Everybody's going to be covered. Everybody's going to be paying less for their medical care. It's going to be fucking awesome, right? We've been hearing that since 2008. Where is it? And it's not just us that can't seem to find this healthcare plan of Donald Trump's. He can't seem to find it either. When he debated Kamala Harris and he was asked by the moderator, do you have a healthcare plan to replace Obamacare? He said himself, his words, we have a concept of a plan. After almost a decade, no, not almost a decade, after well over a decade of hearing this shit, we still don't even have a fucking plan, let alone a plan to vote on said plan. So another broken promise. Is the wall done? No. The parts that he did build, did Mexico pay for it? No. Did we bring manufacturing jobs back? No. Were the 2017 Trump tax cuts the greatest job-creating tax cuts in American history? No. Were we respected on the world stage? No. The UN literally laughed in his face. Where do you get that he fulfilled all of his promises, his campaign promises, as number 45? He fulfilled some, don't get me wrong, but he didn't fulfill so many more. And now you can't wait for him to fulfill the ones that he promised this time around? Do you even know the ones he promised this time around? Let me fill you in. He's already failing on one promise, already, and he's not even in office. That would be the promise to end the Russia-Ukraine war before he was inaugurated. Before he said within 24 hours, and then sort of amended that to say before inauguration day. Well, he's got, 19 days left. And there is no end in sight to that war. So he's going to fail on a campaign promise the moment his hand hits the Bible. He will have failed on one campaign promise. He then promised to cut the cost of our energy for our homes, the cost to heat our homes. He promised to cut that in half in the first year. You think he's going to do that? He promised to cut our automotive insurance in half. He promised to make rent cheaper. He promised to make houses more affordable. He promised under $1.80. I've got the video somewhere. Under $1.80 a gallon gas, and some ridiculously low home interest rate, 1 point something, 2 point something. He promised those. So we're going to have interest rates below 3 and gas below 2. Promises by Trump. Now he's tap dancing around. Oh, well, hang on a second. He promised to lower your grocery prices, and he's already said he can't do that. He promised you he was going to lower those grocery prices. And now he's like, well, that's kind of hard to do, so I don't think we're going to be able to pull that one off. So, I mean, he's already backtracking on his shit. He promised to cut back severely on immigration. Now he's agreeing with his billionaire buddies. And that's a product of you guys not really paying attention to him, because when it comes to these H-1B visas, he's actually openly said he was in favor of them a long time ago. You guys just don't pay attention to shit. So, no, he didn't even come close to fulfilling all of his promises as 45, and he is not even going to come close to fulfilling all of his promises as 47. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that when you combine all of them together, he will probably have broken more campaign promises than any president in American history.